Hey, this is Brian Hegney, and I want to share a solution that I found for myself in case anybody needs it, which is basically how to make sure I am not overworking myself with grading every single week for the semester. The end, my schedule kind of self tabulates how many minutes I should be spending on grading each week based on all of the assignments I've created. And it'll tell me if it's a positive number in this final column, that means I have that many hours left. If it's negative, that means I'm going to have to spend those hours or minutes over time. So I want to see these numbers to be positive, and I would just want to go show you what my template is in case you're interested, and I can give you a link to this template that you can download. The first thing I do is go to my schedule where I kind of write up how many what my blocks are for my family and for what I choose my how I might choose to spend my time grading, prepping, doing admit work, things like that, where my lunches are. I try to be as reasonable as possible so that I don't kind of lie to myself. And below that, I kind of add up how many minutes I'm spending on each thing: office hours, class, meetings, admin, prep, grading, whatever. I guess ideally this should be 8 hours a day and 40 hours a week. Here, like I had to find time based on childcare pickup and drop off. Like, how will I find time to do all this stuff? So this first part, just make sure I'm organizing my time. Now, I basically know then at least 2 hours a week I'm gonna have to spend on the weekend or at night doing work beyond regular work hours. So I know that. I know I'm in for that. That's fine. But at least I'll kind of be able to tell, okay, how many hours will I actually be able to spend grading a week, right? And I can always change that later. So I don't know if that's a good number of hours yet based on my schedule. So the next thing I do is I just create a cleaner schedule that I can copy and print out to put on my door without all my personal information, things like that. I do have an exam schedule one just for myself, and then I have an assignments where I take each class and kind of figure out what my assignments are going to be. I'm sure you all have your own version of this. This isn't important to the tabulation. I then skip over to the thing that says weeks start here. And this is where I only have to do this once, and I put in the week number, if it's break or not. I put in, every row has like the Monday through Friday, and then I just have to type in the dates once. These then auto-tabulate Monday, Wednesday, Friday template and a Tuesday, Thursday template, and I keep this blank. All of this stuff auto-tabulates. So like for Monday, the first, Monday 8/21, well, if I start over for a new semester and I say, you know what, this is going to be January 8th, I don't know, right? It auto-updates my template to be that January 8th. So if I have 5 Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes, like I can just duplicate this 5 times. Let me go ahead and change that back because that is not what I want. Copy, paste. Move this back. Okay. So then if I know I have a Monday, Wednesday class, I will just duplicate this. And here's the copy, and I'll just call this, I don't know, fake Monday class. And, that's where I'll design my modules, and pretty much my modules are based on my assignments, right? I've already kind of designed my modules in already, so it's not that much time to go into, let's go into game dev. So here I've got modules, and I've got major assignments, and I've got estimated number of hours. And so what I can do is take these major assignments, and I can say, well, when they're due, I'll put a number 1 here in my template, and that's going to auto-tabulate like how many minutes I will be spending grading. Of course, that's based on how many minutes I believe I should spend grading each assignment, and then it'll update it based on how many students are in the class. If I have 25 students, if I do an overload of 24 students, it was supposed to auto update this. Hold on. Ah, I had a mistake. Okay, so I fixed it. So now if I have like 24 students in an overload, I can update this number of students in G1, and that will now update the total number of minutes that I'm grading major projects. And so that's going to auto-tabulate all of those. If I do that for all of my projects, let me set this back to 20. Or actually, if I have an overload and I think maybe my major assignments will actually take 25 minutes, it's going to update those numbers as well. And where that all goes into is that feeds into, if I do that for prototyping and I do that for character design, right, and all of my assignments are taken into account, then I go to this final time weeks assignments. And here I can see all of those numbers, class 1, class 2, class 3, being auto-tabulated in. So my first week I'll be spending 100 minutes grading class 1. Every semester I do have to kind of go in and say, well, class 1 is going to equal, what is that, character designs, total grading number of minutes. If you do that once, it's just doing the equals, going over to your first class and clicking that number, right? And that's going to update that. And so we can easily see that, let me just overload myself in the game dev one by giving myself 30 students, and you know what, maybe it's going to take an hour for each major assignment, and it's going to multiply that by the number of students. So when I go into my time and week assignments, I can see here are my weeks when I'm going to be just bonkers. I will lose 23 hours, right? And I'm going to have to figure out what I need to do in order to fix that, right? Maybe it's turn those assignments into much smaller assignments and not spend that much time grading. So that's my strategy. I need this strategy. I have to look at this so in such detail. That's just how I'm wired. If you like this, feel free to take it and use it for yourself. Bye!